All right, hey yo guys, this is Cobra Awesome, and I'm back with another rant video as always. Once again, I'm talking about Nintendo. This is probably going to be the final rant I talk about them because what they're doing right now with the Nintendo Switch 2 is absolutely ridiculous. So, without wasting any more time, let's get straight into this video. I'm just trying to figure out like where to start right now. Um, so the Nintendo Switch 2 just came out last week, and right now it's like the fastest selling, best launch console so far. And a lot of fans are buying the system and enjoying it. But there are a lot of fans out there that regrets buying this system. They are trying to return it. They're saying like it's a scam, it's not worth buying. It's one of the worst systems by Nintendo so far. Now, as for me, I don't have this system. I never played it, I never touched it. And to be honest with y'all, I don't see myself buying this system in the future. Unless if they fix these problems on the system and drop the price, I doubt that it will happen. It's not going to happen. But I don't see myself getting this system like at all. And even though like I'm a Nintendo fan, the stuff that they're doing right now, especially with this new system, it's absolutely atrocious. Like it's evil, it's a scam. Nintendo, they don't care about you. They don't love you. They don't support you. They just want your money ASAP. And that's what they're doing right now with the Nintendo Switch 2. So if you buy this system for $500, right, along with Mario Kart World, you don't own this system at all. It's not yours. You just have to have the license to use it and to play the games. So for example, like like the Nintendo Switch 2 game key cards, the physical nonsense. It's not even like the cartridge, like when when you put it in and then the game works and then you start playing it. No, once you put that damn cartridge in, the scam cartridge, once you put it inside the Nintendo Switch 2 system, you have to be connected to the internet in order for you to download the game. Like, what the hell is that? That never happened before in the other systems. Once we got our physical copies, that's it. Once we put it in, we start playing the game. Why do we have to be connected to the internet in order to play our new game that we just brought for $80, especially with Mario Kart World? I I don't understand. Like, why do we have to have a license to play the games? That doesn't make any sense to me. That's to show you like this is a scam. Like this is it's not worth your money. I'm sorry. I can't stop y'all from buying this new system. I can't stop y'all from using your money. It's your money, but in my honest opinion, like this system is not worth it. And even and it doesn't even matter like in the later months when they announce like these new games and reveal these new games that looks fun and interesting, you're still going to get scammed regardless. So they completely ruin everything. They ruin themselves. They're basically trying to kill themselves at this point. Like this is pretty much like suicide because they they were so successful back in the 80s, when the whole video game crash happened back in 1983, and they saved the industry when they released the Nintendo Entertainment System, the NES, and then years later they came out with the Game Boy, and then the rest was history. And I mean, over the years they made a lot of bad decisions, but this one right now, this one has to be the worst of the worst, the worst of the worst so far. And I made I made 3 videos talking about the Nintendo Switch 2, and talking about Nintendo itself. Like, at the beginning, when they first revealed the system back in January, fans like me were excited for it. And when we saw the new Mario Kart, we were just like, wow, this system looks promise, and I guarantee you, like, it's gonna do so well, just like the original Switch. But then when April came, April 2nd, that's when everything changed. Um, with the prices, and the most disgusting and the most disturbing part about this whole thing is that not only like the system is yours, but what happens is, like, if you get this system and if you try to repair it, like fix it, or try to modify it, or try to do something that Nintendo does not like hack into it, they could break your system. They basically could just turn it off instantly, and you can never get it back. And that right there is the complete breaking point. When I watch all of these videos about this, um about the Nintendo Switch 2, when I saw all these videos on YouTube, like the secret behind this system, this is where my breaking point was pushing through. Like, I was completely done at this point, because you know at first when we found out about the prices, yeah, everybody was super angry about that. And and i and I was myself too, because I'm like, that's too much. Like, why is this so much money? But I was like, I was trying my best, like, to stay positive with this thing, because the system hasn't been out yet. So I was thinking, okay, maybe like in the later months they'll release, like, new interesting games, like a new Mario game, and um they'll probably like drop the price depending on how many people are going to get it. So I was trying to be a little bit optimistic about it, but then when I heard about this brick-in system, and once you buy the system you don't own it at all, you got to have the license. That's when I was like completely done. I was like giving up at this point. So I just lost like hope for them at this point. I lost hope. Like, there's just I honestly don't look forward to getting this system, or looking forward to seeing the new games that they come out for it. I don't look forward to it. I was like, for the past 2 months, ever since April 2nd, that presentation, I was trying my best to like stay away from this new thing. I was trying to stay away from Nintendo's new stuff, especially with the Switch 2, because I just felt like it was a scam, and I was right all along. Especially, I'm hearing about this break-in system, and you got to have the license to play the new games, and all type of foolishness, and it's absolutely like ridiculous. It's dumb, it's retarded, it's disgusting. Like, I mean, as I said, Nintendo has made some bad decisions over the years, but this one is the worst of the worst. This is their breaking point. Like, this, um, I, 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 I just lost my excitement. I lost my enthusiasm. Like, I've lost this since since April, you know. But after learning about the information about this new system, I was just like done at this point. Uh, yeah, it's really sad, on what they're doing right now. They're basically trying to just like to kill they're being too greedy. They're robbing for your money right now. They're just robberies. They're like bandits. I'm just I'm just like upset, disappointed, angry about this whole thing. I'm feeling all of these emotions right now. Like, well, I'm really glad that this opened my eyes, you know, because over the years, like when I used to see these new games for Nintendo, I would get super excited, especially during the Wii U days. Like, even though that system didn't do well for Nintendo, but at least the Wii U had something. At least it had its personalities. They had some creativity, but the Switch 2 doesn't. And back then, like when I was in high school during the Wii U era, like when I saw like the new games like Super Smash Brothers for Wii U, Mario Kart 8, Super Mario 3D World, and these other games, like I was excited. Like I would go on YouTube and watch the trailer over and over and over again. Like re had it so good back then, and that's when they cared because the right people was there. We had Owada, we had Reggie, we had Miyamoto, we had all these like good people that cared. Like, but this but this time, this new chapter that we're entering right now with this new system, they don't care, man. They don't care at all. It's just money, 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 money. Like they're pretty much like Apple at this point. Back then they focused on innovation. They focused on the games. They focused on trying to get you to play these games and be interested in them. But now they just don't. This hurts a lot because as a fan for many years, this one hurts a lot, man. So I don't look forward to getting this system at all at this point. Like I'm just done. And before I close out this video, Mario Kart World is not worth $80. Like as I said, I never played the Switch 2. I never played the games, but I watched the entire gameplay of Mario Kart World last week on YouTube. It's not worth $80. It's a scam. Like, what I will say about it, even though I haven't played it, what I will say is that the gameplay, the graphics, the character design, all that stuff is good, right? But my biggest problem with the game is the music. They completely got so lazy with the music. It's pretty much like remixes from the old Mario Kart games and the old like Mario main games, like the adventure games like Super Mario Galaxy. They remix like the soundtrack from those past games into this new Mario Kart, and they all sound terrible. The only soundtracks that I like in this new game is Rainbow Road and this racetrack called Acorn Heights, something like that. But that's it. But like the other soundtracks are just garbage. Um, in the past games, like the soundtracks in the past Mario Kart games was always good, catchy, and I listened to it all the time. So I was so upset and disappointed that they made the music like horrible in that game. Um, in this open world, like I don't know. I feel like they just didn't care when they were making this game. They were just trying to just get it out of the door because they know a lot of fans would buy the game along with the Nintendo Switch too. That's why in the presentation back in April, that's why they didn't reveal the price because they knew fans would freak out about it and go crazy over it. That's why they didn't mention it. So this new system could go to hell. Like this system could go to hell. It's not worth your money. It's not worth it. If they just did it right, then I would have gotten it. You know, I would have saved up my money for it. If they just did it right, if they just did the right thing, I would have brought it. You know, but it's robbery. The system is pretty much robbery right here. All right, uh, so this is gonna be the last rant about Nintendo. Like, I'm just done at this point. I'm really done. So post a comment down below and tell me how y'all feel about this new system. And based on what I'm telling you on it right now, like, do you guys are you guys still gonna try to get it to try it out? Let me know in the comments. But Nintendo, they screwed up big time, and they know it, but they just don't care. Like, I guarantee you, one day karma is gonna get to them. Karma, it doesn't fail. Like karma is gonna it's gonna get to them one day. They're gonna see it. They're gonna see it one day. They're gonna realize it. Anyway, guys, take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.